Morgan. I miss the time when teenagers could just like be teenagers. I was watching a video by one of my favorite like political commentators, and he brought up like many of the people who watch his channel were alive during like 9/11 and the annexation of Crimea or whatever happened then. And it's like he was saying like most of y'all have been alive during this time, like this isn't your first rodeo, etc. Like you should be more aware of um of political manipulation, propaganda, etc. And I'm over here being like, okay, I was like a child during 9/11, and back when the invasion of Crimea happened, like I didn't have to care about politics, and that made me realize like, wait, I didn't have to care about those when I was like a younger part of my teenage years. But then by the time that I graduated and went on to community college, it's like everyone, like all of the teenagers were like expected to be like super into politics and be like up to date on all the cool hip new political causes and stuff. Like I remember like when I was like 17, one of my theater teachers was like teaching me, like I like asked me like, am I a feminist? And I was like, no, I believe in I believe in equal rights. So I don't like the word feminism because it sounds like you're advocating for females over over like males instead of like equality. Like, and she ended up explaining that like it's feminism is just, it means you want equal rights and stuff. So I am a feminist, um, by the traditional definition of feminism. But it's like, it's kind of weird because it's like, I remember like 16, 17 year olds, like, by that, like at that time, I was like expected to know all this political stuff and like be super in tune with like politics and stuff, which is kind of frustrating because when I was very young, I remember the media portrayals of like teenage girls were that we got to be like vapid and care about like clothing and boys and shopping and TV and movies and not so much video games, that was always geared towards people of the male gender, but like we got to have all these superfluous interests, like. And so, like, I feel kind of like I missed out on, like, a part of teenagehood or teenagedom that, like, used to be, like, a cool rite of passage. Like, I wish I had that opportunity to be, like, an extremely, like, an extremely vapid valley girl. Like, because it's, like, I'd say, because, like, once you go on to college and stuff, once you graduate, like, you're an adult, you like, and I feel like the teenage years are like a short period of time where it's like you don't have a lot of responsibilities but you have a lot of freedom, and so it's like I wish that teenagers still got to experience that more and have more of that taste of freedom without like all the expectations that come with like social media and stuff, because like teenagers nowadays, it feels like okay, they're expected to know like the ins and outs of like gender theory and feminism and like all the dynamics of um like police racial interactions and stuff, and like how like we're supposed to like be up to date on all this like fancy political knowledge and stuff and have the same opinions as every single one of our peers, or else we get like told that we're like evil Nazis or and stuff like that, or evil extremists. And it's like really frustrating. Like I wish that teenagers like had the opportunity to just be teenagers. And I'm worried about like people who are like younger than me, because when I was a teenager, like I was a bit of a Luddite and I didn't get like social media till about the time I graduated. Um and that was a few years back now, but it's like now there are like people who have like stuff like Facebook and Instagram when they're from a much younger age. And so like let's be real, like teenagers, like oftentimes they're young and mature, and so like they'll say stupid vapid things, and then those things will be like potentially on the internet for the rest of forever and potentially screw up their future looking for like jobs and stuff. And so it's really, I feel really frustrated because I feel like oftentimes teenagers don't get the chance to be like stupid teenagers anymore, and that's really frustrating because like young people like deserve to have like that freedom that many of like the older generation got. like it's frustrating because like I feel like to an extent like kids don't get the chance to be kids as much anymore in this increasingly digitalized world where everyone gets to know what you're doing at all times. So yeah, I'm just a little bit frustrated and sad about that. So thank you for listening to my rant. I hope you have a good day.